Well, that was a quieter intro than usual. But at any rate, well, hello, folks. It's another Tuesday, and we're here to start a new game this week. This is Dragon View for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. This is the sequel to a game called Drakken, Drakken, which was... There's a bit of a weird history here. I think it was published by Infogram. I don't know if it was developed in-house or not, but it was I think, home computer of some sort game. And it got ported to the Super Nintendo. It was a very early release for the Super Nintendo. It was ported by Kemco. And I have to assume it did quite well. I mean, it would have been, again, it was super early game for the system. And, you know, kind of a unique one. You sort of took advantage of this kind of 3D perspective that you really didn't see in consoles at the time, but it was also a really weird game. And you know, maybe one day I'll play that one, but I'm gonna have to learn that one, because that's a complicated game. That's a tricky one to figure out. But at any rate, the sequel, by all accounts, appears to have been Super Nintendo exclusive, and was again developed by Kemco. And not just a port, but like I think they kind of did the whole thing. And it sort of takes some of the ideas from the first game, kind of carries over the story, but sort of changes up the combat system to, well, you'll see in a moment, because we're about to jump into it. But at any rate, yeah, so this is Dragon View for the Super Nintendo. And let's just get this thing going. I see it says Drakken 2 on the screen. Two of you might want to go inside. The weather's not looking so great. Yeah, I think it's gonna rain. Oh, gonna start a new game. There we go. Our hero needs a heroic name, like Joe. This was my test run, was about 12 hours long. The story of Bob. So now this is the story of Joe. Ha ha ha, good, Damn exclaims. That's 10,000 sword thrusts, and in record time, too. Well, aren't you energetic this morning, he jibes. What's got you in such a good mood? You just smile, raising your eyebrows. Look at you, grinning like an idiot, Damn chuckles. Since you're in such a good mood, how about 30,000 more? Your jaw drops and your smile fades. Surely you jest. Dam laughs heartily. Haha, gotcha. And don't call me Shirley. So we're starting out with the airplane references. Suddenly, Katerina runs up to you. Guys, she pants, have you seen Grandfather? Master Kunos? You ask? No, not recently. Why? This morning he went to the arsenal, but he hasn't returned yet, she replies. He should have been back by now, and I'm worried. I'm sure he can look after himself, you say, comforting her. But I'll check on him just to be sure. Dam snorts. You just want an excuse to get out of your workout. Katerina flares a bit at that. Oh, come off it, Dam. You know Joe isn't like that. He is. She bats her eyes at you adoringly. Thanks, Joe. It'll make me feel better to know that Grandpa's okay. As you leave, Katerina suddenly calls after you. Oh, Joe! Here's the map to the arsenal. You may need it. Do be careful, Joe. There seems to be more demons around than usual. Perhaps concern ourselves more with the fact that there are demons around. But anyway. There's one. Yeah, so the battles take place on this screen that kind of looks an awful lot like a beat-em-up. One thing though, you'll notice when I hit the guy, I don't know if you can tell this or not, but he does have iframes, so you can't combo them like you could in a beat-em-up. You have to stick and move. Like so. Master, you gasp. What happened? Master Kunos tries to rise, but... Oh. Never thought I'd get whipped by a wizard. Must be getting old. As if suddenly remembering, he says, Oh, I'll be all right, but Katerina's in danger. Hurry back to Rysis and stop Argos. Who's Argos, you ask? The guy you have to go stop! No time! Go now! Kunos commands. Yes, Master. Help! You hear Katerina yell. Put me down! Joe, help me! Fear tenses in your gut as you dash across the deserted street and cry out a challenge. Argos, have you the courage to face a warrior? Or are your cowardly attacks on the helpless all you can muster? Release the girl! Argos turns his fearsome visage towards you. A voice like the growl of 1,000 demons assaults your ears. A feisty young marshal, are you, eh? A feisty young morsel, are you, eh? He's also Canadian, apparently. There's a feisty one there, eh? Stay back. I shall only warn you once. Bracing yourself to strike, you swear between clenched teeth. And I, too, warn only once. Today you die, wizard! Bonk. You charge, but Argos repels your attacks as if you were only a pesky gnat. Again, Argos' evil voice reverberates within your head. You are fortunate, whelp, that I am expected at Kere Temple. You do not die this day, but we will meet again. You prepare to renew your attack. First, you must get by me, for this town has only one gate. Argos laughs cruelly. Sorry, brave warrior. But we shall leave now, and your puny gate will not bar my passage. Ha 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 ha. There you go. That's cruel laughing. Ha ha ha. With that, Argos and Katerina vanish. Joe! Katerina's screams echo through the deserted streets, leaving you alone. Master Kunos hobbles over to where you have collapsed in despair. Joe, where's Argos? No, just shout it over here. I'll get there in a second. Sadly, you answer your master's question. Oh, master, I'm so sorry. I couldn't stop him. Kunos sighs. I see. Do not blame yourself, Joe. You did your best. It just wasn't good enough, that's all. Argos is strong in the evil ways. That is... Wait, what's this? Kunos spies something on the ground. Isn't this the pendant you gave Katerina? You jump up as Kunos hands you the pendant. Katerina, I won't just stay here and let her be taken from me. I'll save her, master, I swear it. Your oath declared, all else means nothing. You rush from town. But Kunos calls out to you. Wait, Joe! Joe, hang on, buddy. In a commanding tone that brings you out of your blind rage, Kunos speaks. These are no back-alley thugs or weakling monsters you face. No, indeed, you shall face beings of great power and vicious, evil demons. As opposed to all those good demons you don't need to worry about quite so much. When my friend Neil left Katerina in my care, I knew that one day I could no longer protect her. But I'll not pass those duties to a hot-headed, over-eager fool. Now listen up! Take this jade and go to Huja. Buy equipment you may need. Check back with me occasionally. I may be able to help. Go carefully and use your brain as well as your brawn. Katerina's life rests in your hands. Well, we got 150 jade, which is blue for some reason. When you are ready, follow the map northeast to cross Mount Gallus. Go to Huja and prepare for your journey. There's no time to waste. We're depending on you to rescue Katerina. I already told you all this. Why are you wasting more time? The grizzled warrior offers assistance. I have great knowledge that may help you in your noble quest. What would you like to know? And so he kind of tells you the basics here, how to use items, how to use the map. Using the map is a bit weird, actually. How to save. Please return anytime you wish. But not right now, there's no time to waste. Oh, this is our place. That's a little quaint. The good-natured smile is gone from Dam's face. I heard Katerina's screams. And we were chatting a moment ago, but, you know, what happened? You explain hurriedly. Katerina's been kidnapped? That's horrible! With a horrified look, Scythe asks, I don't understand. Who would kidnap Katerina? Argos would. Did you miss that part of the story? The wise man speaks. I will guide you in your travels. Listen closely to what I have to say. Old legends speak of mystic arts of travel. When the two stars upon the earth awake, no distance remains between them. After quoting the legend, he continues. Such stars are shown on maps of this land, but no one knows how they work. Seek out this lost art to hasten your travels. He bows to you graciously. Seek me when you need direction. I will help if I can. So, Green Dude tries to give you hints about where to go next. The monk examines your wounds carefully. You are hurt. Be still and I will heal you. Emerging from his trance, the healer asks, Do you wish to have your deeds recorded? Well then, all you have accomplished is preserved. Across the land, the brothers of my order can be found. See them when you need healing. There, so that's how you save. And so this is the overworld. The original Draken had a similar design, though the rest of the game is quite different, including sections that play out like a point-and-click adventure, and then battles are a whole completely different thing. If we want to use the map, here's basically the entire island, and we'll get... You see the little icon down there that's blinking? That's because we had to get multiple maps of different regions in order to kind of find our way around. So, he wants us to go to Hujia, which is down there. But before we do that, you see them kind of... Here they get looks like little farmlands and whatnot, little lakes and ponds. This is the star he was talking about, so we're going to walk over this. And there, that means it's awakened. And these little cloud things are enemies. So this is how we get into essentially random battles. And we're now level 2. So yeah, this overworld, pretty tough to navigate. You do have to refer to the map a lot. And the compass helps as well, so yeah, so we know we're heading towards Hujia now. With a small gasp of delight, the young maiden exclaims, "Oh, warrior, what a gorgeous pendant you're wearing! Sell it to me for 10,000 jade?" Nah, I can't sell it. The woman is quite disappointed. "Oh dear, I'm so sorry to hear that." "Joe," the pretty lass cries, "have you heard? There was a landslide up on Mount Gallus. I hear the whole pass is blocked. Randy is the one who saw it. Perhaps you should talk to him." "Are you Randy?" It's a question I often ask people. As you speak with the man, he mentions, "It seems like there's more demons around than usual." The shopkeeper hails. Oh, welcome to my shop. You're interested in HP potions? 100 jade each. There we go. Thank you. She gets very excited when you leave the shop. "Come again, hero." "Hey, warrior," the shady merchant whispers out, peering left and right. "Wanna buy something you can't get anywhere else?" I can get it all sorts of places now, at least in Canada. Warily you inquire, "How much?" "Only 200 jade. "Don't have the cash, huh?" accuses the merchant. "Sorry, ain't no negotiating on this price. Come back when you got more jade." As you pass, the little girl chirps, "I was outside and I saw a monstrous scorpion." She sits on the barrel, swinging her legs. "Oh, tell me more, young lady. Where did you see this scorpion?" you ask her earnestly. "You believe me? Nobody else does," she says shyly. "Of course I do. Everyone knows young girls see everything." Happily, she says, "The scorpion was headed southeast. Go see for yourself. Big as a horse it was." So, spoiler, that's the first boss. So, you have to get to over Mount Gallus? Randy remarks. "You know, an avalanche blocked the pass. Now no one can cross." He pauses, deep in thought. "I'm trying to think of a way to clear the pass." Suddenly he brightens. "I got it. Tylen's bombs could easily blast those rocks to dust. Tylen's house is on the back street. Go ask him if he could make you some bombs." There's some treasure chests back here. A strange voice echoes in your mind. "This treasure awaits the true descendant of the dragon's hero. Touch it not without complete proof of your heritage." Would it surprise you to learn the other one says the same thing? The woman is stomping mad. "I came all the way from Castra," she fumes, "to buy bombs from Tylen. The lazy fool says he's out of dynamite. I bet he just doesn't want to work today. Well, I'll show him. Nobody gets in until I get my bombs." "Stand aside, woman," you command. "I have important business with Tylen." "Oh, why should I let you in?" "What do you want of Tylen?" Clear the pass." "Oh? Then the rumors are true? Gallus Pass has been blocked by an avalanche? If that's true, then I can't get home. I'm stuck here. You want to ask Tylen to make a bomb to clear the pass? By all means, go on in." You explain your situation to Tylen. "So, the pass has been blocked. I could surely make a bomb that would take care of that. Just one problem. I'm out of dynamite, and a host of demons have taken residence in my storehouse. You think you could get past the demons and bring me a box of dynamite? Great, here's the key to the storehouse. It's southeast of here. Bring me that dynamite and I'll make your bombs for free. Please ask Tylan to hurry. I want to go home. The young woman looks frustrated. You talked to the old bag in front of Tylan's shop. She wouldn't let me in. Who does she think she is? The girl calls you over. Can you keep a secret, Joe? Sure, you reply. The shopkeeper said that if I bring her fruit from Mount Gallus, she'll buy them from me. I could become a queen with all that money. But Mount Gallus is full of demons, so I can't go there. Would you help me get some fruit? Would you like to hear my poem, hero? Yeah, why not, you reply. He begins reciting. A waterfall. Water gushes to the ground to the rhythm of gravitation. A waterfall. Water sprays upon the ground at the center of this island. A waterfall. Water crashes to the ground and seals within it. Lightning. Well, he asks expectantly, what do you think? Let's just say, and I'm totally stealing this joke, let's just say I found it hinting. And if you know anything about video games, you should already know what to do with waterfalls. The man offers you some advice on exploring. You stray from the path once in a while, and you may discover many interesting things. Can you believe it? My daughter saw a demon near town. We're all in danger with demons running about. Alright, does he have something new to say? A grassy plain extends north from the base of Mount Gallus. In the northwest corner lies Kazdra. North of the plains, the land turns swampy. A powerful demon dwells in the swamps. So you must be strong enough before venturing there. It's basically telling you that higher level enemies are in that area. Alright. So now if we look again at the map, it doesn't tell you which is which. I think he said... So I believe the armory is north and the storehouse is in the corner there. Yeah, so when you defeat enemies, they quite literally drop money and what have you. And that fight didn't go so well. No, just, take on another one, I guess. Healing is free in every town, so maybe not a bad idea to just, backtrack for just a second. Oh, so there's no reason not to save. We can do it as many times as we want. I'm gonna be a little bit stingy on money in the early goings because, it's that kind of role-playing game. By the end, money won't be a problem. Okay, so we just gotta keep our eye on this guy, because there you go. Yeah, and sometimes they drop health. Sometimes they drop magic points. Alright, we just hit level 3. So, levels make a big difference in this game. Excuse me, as you might have already noticed, when you're underpowered, the enemies are quite tough, obviously. But then you hit sort of the right level, and then they're about a reasonable challenge. But the scales tip really fast, so you'll go from this is the arsenal. And the reason we're coming back here is because there was a treasure chest. But anyway, as I was about to say, the scales tip really fast. And the enemies go from being threatening to pushovers pretty quickly. So we just got the Hausa, which if we go over here to our equip screen, the Hausa is a ranged weapon. You throw it. Not generally useful. Well, okay, no, I shouldn't say that. It is generally useful, but I'm a sword guy. Depending on where you are, sometimes enemies in a room will respawn, sometimes they won't. It depends. So we're kind of already heading in the general direction of the storehouse, so I'm just kind of keep going straight here. The music in this game is kind of underwhelming. I like it. I like it because it kind of reminds me of SimCity. But for sort of an epic adventure, that's maybe not a compliment. And the way this game fakes 3D is a bit janky at times. Do I have to equip the key? No, I should be good to go. Let me in. Oh, you used the key. You can always tell how many enemies are in a room by how many health bars are on the UI. And the attacks are context sensitive, so like low to the ground enemies, like those ones that burrow underneath, he'll do like an upward swing to hit them. With the flying enemies, he'll sort of do like an upward stab if you're standing in the right place. Personally, I find it easier to do jumping slashes, but both work. We got some armor energy. Yeah, basically you don't buy equipment upgrades in this game, you just find them. Bit of Zelda style. If I can... Yeah, see, there's the up slash. And we just hit level 4. It's locked. Oh, we found a key. And we got the potion. Since we already had a potion, that's pretty good. I think you can carry up to 3 of them. Use the key. Now we got a really big health bar, so that means a really big scorpion. And so the strategy here is not all that different. Swing, then just get the heck out of the way. Thanks for all the superfluous health. I got another 200 jade. Hey, Levi. We got the dynamite. Yeah, so that's one of the weird things about this game, is that with only a couple of exceptions, the bosses are really not all that threatening. Basically, the enemies you fight leading up to the boss can be pretty tough if you're sort of under-leveled. But by the time you're leveled up enough to sort of handle the regular enemies, you're kind of already too powerful for the bosses. And that's sort of what I meant by, like, the scales tip a little too quickly. But, we got the dynamite. Meanwhile... Argos! The Demon Knight calls out. Persia has been destroyed! Out of nowhere, Argos appears. Who in this realm could destroy Persia in her very lair? The Demon Knight bows and replies, If it pleases you, my lord, we knew already that the entrance into the underworld was not in this place. Persia was not needed any longer. Argos glowers at his subordinate. I know that, fool! But if one exists that could defeat Persia, we should be wary. Go to the ice fields. Reinforce our position there. The Kire Island Temple should provide a fine stronghold. Yes, sir, the knight barks out. And where can I find you later, master? I shall travel southeast in search of the entrance. Argos answers. I sense powerful evil emanating from there. Inform the others to continue their search as they were instructed. As you wish, my lord, says the demon. We will succeed. As Argos vanishes, furious, the Demon Knight growls. I cringe to call a human master and my lord. Soon demons will rise from the underworld and crush all humans. And I think our beloved master will suffer most of all. It's actually kind of handy having a sore throat for dealing with his voice. It just worked out real well. Excuse me a second up. I got his money now. The merchant takes your jade, stating, Thank you, hero. You won't regret this. We shall meet again. With that, he vanishes. Max level for HP has increased. So again, Zelda style, we went ahead and purchased some, well, we found a heart container, basically. The girl appears very small and frightened. The demons don't eat bad children, do they? People say my friend Karen is a bad child because she cares so much about money. She was definitely named appropriately then. She's not bad, really. Please protect her if the demons come here. And Tylon greets you heartily. Fantastic! You did it! And you brought more than enough. At last that woman will let me out of my house. Please tell the shopkeeper I'll bring some bombs to her later. Give me some time to make your bombs. Why don't you go purchase some equipment while you're waiting? When you tell her what happens, she looks abashed. Ah, so Tylon really was out of dynamite. Well, I feel like a fool. I must apologize to him. And to you, Joe. So sorry I doubted you. Perhaps this map will make up for it? It will be useful to you when you cross Gallus Pass. See you in Kasdra. Are you looking for a merchant? He was last sighted in Kasdra. Okay, yeah, so I think we can buy another heart container from him when we get to the next town. Well, hello, the shopkeeper greets. I hear Tylon is back in business thanks to you. My thanks to you. His bombs always sell well here. The people here love the fruit from the trees on Mount Gallus. Collect fruit and I'll buy them for 1 jade each. Please feel free to shop and let me know if you need anything. Come again, hero. I think that's all you need to do. Ah, your bombs are finished. I made you 10. Tylon points at the table in the corner of the room. They're over there. You'll have to excuse me now. I have other orders to finish. There we go. We got the bomb. Yeah, so if you look, now we have another part of the map. For now, yeah, just sort of follow the road until we get to the crossroads, and then head left. Okay. You don't get mini-maps in this game. Yeah, you can fall off these ledges and you'll take some damage. Also, you can attack the trees. You see the little swaying in the branches there. And so the reason you do that is to collect the fruit. On my first playthrough, it took me a really long time to figure that out. These people kept asking for fruit and talking about fruit and buying fruit and trading for fruit. I could not for the life of me figure out how to get them what they wanted. There's a lot of rooms like that where basically I think if we go in here you'll see, yeah, so there's another heart container and it's on top of a pressure plate, but we can't make that jump, so we end up down here. And I would have thought the enemies would have respawned, but I guess not. It's too early in the game for that. Okay, now we have to watch for falling rocks. Also, we're going to equip the bombs here. So we could have come here earlier, but that would have been a dead end. I'll have to go check that cave. I think that's... Yeah, this is the other side of that room, so... Come in here, we get another heart container. You see, when we step off of this thing, it builds a bridge. And so that's kind of a shortcut through the mountain pass. But it won't matter real soon. And now we're out into the main area. Whew, there we go. And so, yeah, like the guy said, if we keep going straight up, we'll head into the swamp and there'll be tougher enemies there. And I think that little sort of darkened area where the cave is, I think there's tougher enemies over there as well. But it's pretty much the same dudes out here. Oh, dang, he dropped a bunch of gems and I didn't have time to get them. And the encounter rate is kind of up and down, but at least on the overworld you can sort of outmaneuver them a little bit. You can move faster than those little clouds, so if you don't want to get into a bunch of fights, you can avoid them. So now it's time to rock the Kazdra. The man greets you warmly. Welcome to Kazdra. Nice little town, isn't it? Among the peaks lies the Dragon Temple. Many wise men reside in that temple. Among them, Giza is the youngest. Some say he's the brightest young man ever to enter the temple. Rumors say that demons have seized the Kirei Temple. She blurts out excitedly. I have a hard time believing that. But what if it's true? Sorry again. The old man is shaking fiercely. Listen, something terrible must have happened. A few days ago, I saw demons exit the front gates of Kirei Temple. They seemed unhindered by the sacred place. Is it possible they've seized the temple? The girl relates a very sad tale to you. Years ago, a brother and sister lived here together. They were inseparable. One day, the sister fell very ill. Although her brother pleaded to the gods for her recovery, she grew steadily worse until she died of her unknown ailment. Her brother was left forlorn and grieved deeply of her death. Shortly afterwards, he disappeared, never to be seen again. Now all that remains of them is a lonely grave on the far side of town. Where could he have gone? Are you Joe? The woman asks. The old lady who runs the shop spoke of your good deeds. Delighted, the woman inquires. You hail from Rysis? Oh, my daughter will be ecstatic. She believes a prince from Rysis will arrive and sweep her off her feet. The woman from Tylan's house sits behind the counter. Hello, warrior. I appreciate your help in Huja. What? Free goods? You're quite the joker. But please feel free to buy anything you fancy. Come again, she calls to you. I'll be here. Hey, hero! The girl is on the verge of tears. My father is a hunter. He sometimes stays out hunting for days at a time. I wait at home all alone for him to return. Sometimes I get so scared and lonely I just cry. I got so lonely I hid my father's bow in the North Cave so he can't go hunting. Ooh, me and my big mouth. Please don't tell my father. The man turns to you and says, You should speak with Rodister. Perhaps he can help you on your quest. Search for him by the lake in the east. He lives alone in a cave near that lake. Use this map to find him. It's of no use to me. So now we've got a map, sort of the central area. The girl is daydreaming. One day my prince will come and carry me away. I hope he hurries. Wait, you came from Rysis, didn't you? You must be my prince. Hey, warrior. The shady merchant whispers out, peering left and right. Wanna buy something you can't get anywhere? What are you buying? How much? Do I have 300 jade? The merchant takes your jade, stating, Thank you, hero. You won't regret this. We shall meet again. With that, he vanishes. I mean, he's even got the look, right? The old warrior begins speaking softly. When I was young, I was a warrior much like yourself. I fought great battles throughout the world. But one terrible place remains most vivid in my memory. West of here, there is a cave of fire. In my foolhardy youth, I entered that cave on a fool's wager. Foolishly, like a fool. To this day, the memory of that awful cavern haunts me in my sleep. The woman warns you. Do not attempt to cross the mountains to reach Kere Temple. They're too steep and you'd surely perish. In the building next door there lies the magic path to Kere Temple. If you can gain permission to use it, you'll be there in no time. Are you looking for that merchant? He was last sighted in Mirage. Yes, I forgot to do this on my first playthrough, so... He stayed here for pretty much the rest of the game. The magic pathway to the Kyrie Temple is in the back room, says the Guardian. Sorry. However, a few days ago, a great fortress of ice appeared in front of the temple. Now an evil presence blocks the magic path and great pillars of ice fill the temple gates. If only we could melt that confounded ice. Then we could learn what has happened within the temple. And how could we possibly... The inscription reads, "Here lies my beloved sister, taken from me by a wicked blight that the gods could not cure. You hear a noise. Sob. It sounds like someone crying. How strange." The man hardly notices you. "Where's that bow?" he mutters to himself. "I can't for the life of me remember where I put it." Well, with all that looked after, we should probably save. Alright, so before we do anything else, we do have the map for this area. So you can kind of see how it connects to this one. We're gonna have to go up north here into unmapped territory to locate the North Cave. I think it's this one. Yep, says so right there. Oh, is there other stuff in here? Yeah. Oh wow, did that guy hit that hard? Oh crap, okay. Yeah, I'm not supposed to be here yet. Okay, let's go in there, get the bow, and then leave. path just kind of stopped. Where am I going? Okay, yeah. Cool. Okay. So now what we're going to do real quick is we're going to jump on this. And so that turned blue. And so I believe that works now. I'll try it out, but yeah, so now if we stand on this, it becomes a fast travel point. And that takes us back to the starting area. Okay, let's not explore that cave any further this time. And last thing we're going to do while we're in this area, I think there's a spot where if we kind of hang along the beach, there's a tree stump that looks like a door. Young fighter, I am a flame wizard. If you cannot use flame magic, I can do nothing for you. Return when you find the flame ring. So that's a pretty clear hint as to what we're going to be doing next. It is a silly place. I have to push the Paramalot. So there's a guy offering to help us with a fire ring, and there's a cave of fire, and there's a monk who wants me to help him figure out how to deal with ice. Where am I? Okay, yeah, so the cave lake is pretty much straight this way. I'm Rochester. What is your business here? I was told you might know how to enter Kirei Temple, you reply hopefully. I see. Rochester mumbles, pondering your request. You need the power to melt the demon's ice. Only the mystic ring of fire could hope to burn so hot. If you intend to enter the Cave of Fire to retrieve that ring, then remember this. You must have serpent scales to withstand that blazing inferno. Return to Rysis and talk to Master Kunos about the scales. Joe, you may take the contents of these treasure boxes if you need them. He gestures to indicate the chests before him, by which he means the chests beside him. There we go, so that gives us... Oh, no, that's a restore magic item. Another potion. I have to go around the lake. Our brave warrior has not quite mastered the art of turning. It still gives him a bit of trouble. I'm fighting these guys more for the money than the experience points. Because, we're still getting like 6 experience points per kill. There's another one of these stars on the ground, so we're just going to come over here and activate that. I don't remember where the other one is, but it's a ways off. We could go back to the other fast travel point, but I'm just going to cut through the mountain again. Because these guys are giving 23 experience points. So, now I've shown off what happens when you walk off cliffs. It's not really that big a deal. You should probably avoid doing it anyway. Was it Rysis or Huja where, I think it was Huja, the little girl who was asking about collecting fruit. I don't know if anything happens if you bring some for her. No, she just asks you to get some for her, and that's that. Okay? Scythe looks at you admiringly. I'm training to be like you, my friend. I hope to become a master swordsman. Hero, I have heard news, Dam exclaims. Cross Mount Gallus and head southeast. There, within a giant stump, stands a stone tablet. On that tablet, the secrets of the sword are written. Took me a heck of a time to find that on my first playthrough. Oh, you met Rodister, says Kunos. A mighty warrior, that one. Long ago, he went into the fire cave and survived. These are the serpent scales that he used. I'll give you 20 scales. If you don't have enough, come back again. If I remember correctly, you only need like 3 or 4 unless you waste them. Was it over on this side? Further south. There, so I've got the serpent scales. I've still got, I think, 3 potions on hand. We'll just kind of stop by Kazdra, heal and save, and then make a move for the fire cave. So I believe you can also use those scales to attack enemies. It's not really worth it. And so now we're hitting enemies that are dropping, like, what was that, 73 experience? Yep, 73. You should hit level 8 pretty quick. Excuse me, pretty quickly. Alright. Well, this isn't going well. Mostly on account of those fires coming out of the wall. We do have 3 potions. If I go through that door, I end up back in the other room, and yeah, it's a one-way passage, so you have to loop around again. If you need the experience points, it's worth doing. This kind of threw me off on my first play because, for one thing, you can only push this guy from one side, and it takes a second, and there's no animation, so Alright, and we're now level 9. There, that increased our max MP, though we don't have any magic. And that was another one-way door, turns out. Yeah, exactly. Like, you can hear what they were going for. But it is kind of, it is kind of peppy. So we just got the sword upgrade. As for this part, honestly, the only way I know how to deal with this is mandatory damage. So you fall down there, you take damage. Maybe you can air control your way out of the fire? I don't know. But yeah, once we get that at the source, then we need to go back up to the previous floor. Well, if you're gonna give me experience points and drop health, I ain't got a problem with you spawning more of your friends. And we're level 10. Now this boss got me on my first playthrough. Ideally, you want to get him in a loop, where he's doing that shoulder butt move. Oh, well, look at that. It didn't really take that long to go through the entire dungeon. Gained 3 levels by the time we reached the boss. I believe the guides will tell you, to sort of hang around in this sort of area outside the cave. And you can kind of fight some tougher enemies and grind that way. I'm just gonna give it another shot, and if this goes poorly again, then, well, it'll probably be the end of the stream by that point anyway. There. And this time I didn't have to spend my potion. Yet. I'm gonna go through here anyway, just to get the experience. Also, I think on my first play, I might have come in here, grabbed the magic and sword upgrades, then went back to town, saved again, and come back in. Okay, so this time I'm gonna try. Whoop. Oh. I'm gonna use a potion. Okay, can we... Yes, okay. That's the trick. I guess you're just supposed to know that. Go ahead. In fact, if you want to spawn another one, then fine by me. Same with you. Go ahead. Don't let me stop you. Oh, you want to spawn a third one? I'm all for it. Oop. Oh, and you respawn. Cool. It works out well for me. Okay. Let's get the potions ready. You can attack the boss with the Serpent Scale, but it doesn't really do much damage. And let's be a little more careful this time. Ooh. So as I was about to say last time, this is what you want. You want to get him in sort of a loop where he keeps doing that shoulder butt move over and over again. As opposed to what he's doing now. There we go. Only took 2 potions. Is it quicker to go this way? I think it is. So yeah, and so again, you can sort of fight these guys over on the overworld here. And of course, the next order of business is to go back to the Fire Wizard. And I can't remember what's in here. I'm pretty sure the path is blocked. I can't remember if there's anything to pick up. Yeah. Well, I guess there is from the other side. But I'm gonna get to the ice area and then call it there. Danger, landslide ahead. Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, so we gotta get that heart container from the other side. Whoop. I will bestow power upon your flame ring, so it will become far more powerful. Azig Tefed, which is defeat Giza backwards. Well, goodbye now, and good luck. Hey, right mood. That goes about typical. Actually, right mood, you're more of a home computer gamer. Did you ever play a game called Draken? Yeah, it's with 2 Ks. You did! Right on! Yeah, so this is the Super Nintendo exclusive sequel to that. And basically kind of takes the same story and kind of the like 3D overworld and then sort of makes its own game out of it. Hey, isn't that my bow? Return the bow. I thought so. I'd know this bow anywhere. But I've decided to stay in town so I can spend more quality time with my daughter. Oh, your name isn't the Reed Mood. Here, why don't you keep the bow? I don't need it anymore. The monk considers your tale of the Ring of Fire. It's true. I went down, 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 and the flames, they got higher. Yes, perhaps you are right. The ancient ring of fire may melt the ice pillars. You may need this map, so please take it and be careful. Oh, my Christmas wasn't too bad. I got a new monitor for my computer. So it's actually 16 by 9 now instead of the 4 by 3 one that I've been using since 4 by 3 monitors were the norm. Yeah, so now if I remember correctly, there's, this cave right here. I'll go in there in a minute, but I do want to get into a fight. Actually, before I get into a fight, I'm going to equip the firing. Again, very SimCity-esque music. Not complaining, but it isn't all that appropriate. I guess maybe we should go in the cave first, because it doesn't seem like... Oh, wait, here's one. So, yeah, so watch this guy's health bar. It's like 1 pixel at a time. But we throw fire at him and he one-shots him. And he drops like 370 experience points. But we can only cast that spell like 4 times. So... To landslide. Oh, yes, we're still on that. So that's basically how the firing works, and you can use that. Excuse me, and sort of the next dungeon is going to require us to do that. I'm a wandering healer. I will heal you for a price. 50 jade per healing. Pay him, suffer. Well, he also restores your MP, so that's gonna be good. Save your journey? Yes, more importantly, we do need to save because I'm afraid that's gonna be me for this evening. So let's have a look to see who we can raid. Oh, looks like Alpha Trion is streaming. And because there's people here, we might actually be able to raid him. Awesome. Yes, looks like he's... I thought he was DJing, but no, that's just a background. He's doing something. Anyway, I will be back tomorrow for, excuse me, we're going to be playing the Game of Harmony for a ranking of the Game Boy Puzzlers. I will be back on Thursday with live improvised music and Saturday with music production. So until then, thank you guys for coming by. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. And as always, I do hope to see you next time. So bye for now.